If you have never heard of the movie The Hyperions, I don't really blame you. It was released earlier this month exclusively on The Daily Wire. If you don't know what The Daily Wire is, it is basically a conservative news and commentary website that's trying to get into the movie production business, and one of the films that they bought the distribution rights to because no other studios wanted it is The Hyperions. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this one. Basically, it's about a professor who in the 1960s engineers little tokens that can give the wearers superpowers, and he hires two kids and an adult to wear the tokens and become superheroes. The two kids have a falling out with the professor and run away, and then we fast forward to 1979, and the now adult children have taken a Hyperions museum hostage in order to get their power tokens back. Someone said that the Hyperions is like Wes Anderson meets Marvel. I guess if you have a brown and yellow color palette, have your actors occasionally framed dead center, and make a lot of quick whooshing sounds while people do simple tasks like writing a note or opening a Coke bottle, then yes, I guess it's just like a Wes Anderson movie. The main problem with the Hyperions is that it looks like it's supposed to be a comedy, but the writers forgot to put jokes into the film. I can count 4 times where I can tell the writers intentionally meant the scene to be funny, and only once did I give a This should have been a fast-paced movie with a lot of peppy music, like I want something upbeat, I want something snappy. If you can guess that movie quote, put it in the comments section. But instead, it has very little music, only one brief action scene, and most of the dialogue is simply exposition. I think I heard Lauren Chen say that lore is not the same as plot, and this movie confuses lore for plot. We get constant flashbacks of previous events or TV shows or interviews in which the professor explains why he assembled the Hyperions, the hierarchy within the team, and how the technology works, etc. And nothing interesting happens because the actual plot, not the lore, simply takes place in the museum or in the professor's house. It's only an hour and 30 minutes, but it is a long hour and 30 minutes. If this were a student film, I would have been like, okay guys, good job, that's a good first step, now let's make it a little better in the future. This movie is clearly someone's first step and is not ready for prime time. It's advertised as a comedy, but it is about 5% comedy, 95% family drama, and 2% butterscotch ripple. I wanted this movie to be good because it stars Cary Elwes from The Princess Bride and the Jungle Book movie as the professor, and I was just so excited to see that he's still alive and in relatively good shape. I would like to see him make a comeback in some shape or form, but this film is not it. I also noticed randomly at the end of the credits it gave special thanks to a group of people which included Doug E. Doug. That's the guy who played Sanka Coffee from Cool Runnings. I don't know why he gets special thanks, but he's another actor that I would love to see have a comeback. Anyway, those are my brief thoughts on the Hyperions. If you are one of the very few people who have seen it or heard about it, let me know what you thought of it in the comments, and I'll see you next time.